I don't trust Willow to raise our kids anymore.
Why not? You don't think Willow would jeopardize her safety, do you?
I didn't used to.
What's going on, Michael?
Look, Dad, you don't understand how out of control she's gotten, okay?
Out of control how?
I think Willow is responsible for the incidents involving Daisy.
What up, y'all? This your boy Ace here. And welcome to Soul Caps, y'all. Let's talk about this, y'all, man. Michael, man. Let's talk about our boy. So, I'm going to do a video later talking about what Michael's going to need to win this case against Drew that he's got where he punched him. So, we're going to talk about that in a different video because he did talk to Diane because his father wanted some help for the situation. And then we're going to talk about Drew, what he did to try to get that documentation. And he talked to Anna and Turner a little bit later. So we're going to tie all that into that video. But let's just talk about this situation. So Michael I think he's only talked to one person about this so far. And that was his suspicion that Willow is the one who stalked Daisy. Now, we all know she did. But he's pretty much the only one that's figured it out so far, and he talked to Dante. I think Dante was the only person who talked about it. Dante's under his wishes because as a cop, he knows he can't just tell people about what Michael said with his suspicions on this. So he ended up, basically keeping that secret. So that's what happened with that. Now, Michael was kind of put into a situation. So when Diane came over and Sonny, Diane's gonna, ask tough questions so that that she what she needs to do to get the case, in their favor, And so she was basically grilling him, and Sonny was like, come on, Michael, get to the point, And then that's what Michael was put on the spot, and he had, because he really wasn't trying, because they were trying to find out, like, why you don't trust Willow no more around the kids or whatever. Because they knew something changed, like. So, Michael just had to come out with it, the reason why. And he says it's because he thinks that Willow is the one that was stalking Daisy. So, they got something there. They got something there. If they could prove it, they got something there. Because obviously, if she did that, I kept telling y'all, like, that'd be the one thing that could definitely help Michael out. Is if he could prove that Willow was the one that was stalking Daisy. You know what I'm saying? This is why I said, man, we need, if we can't get Sophia Mattinson as Sasha, we need to recast Sasha then, because they need to be back in town, Sasha and Daisy. Robert Scorpio, Tristan Rogers has passed away, so we do need some things to happen here. We need some things to pretty much turn around here so that we could get on top of this. But I think that's gonna help Michael out a lot, man. If he can get that proven, that'd be towards the Willow case. But in the Drew situation, that's a whole different story. But he'll have to get that together. That's why at the time that they got between now and October, when that hearing comes out, this is the benefit of having that time in between, so that Michael gets enough time to actually prove that. Because I think Diane's going to want to explore that a little further, because when they get ready to do the hearing, that's definitely going to help Michael out. So hopefully, I don't know how he's going to prove it, but I think he should be able to prove it, man. Because I don't know if there was any monitors or anything. Because we was talking about that one day. Why wasn't there any baby monitors and stuff in the room like it was when Drew had sex with Willow? So I don't know. I don't know if what they can do with that. But we'll see what they do, man. But like I said, a little bit later, we're going to talk about the case with Drew in a different video. So go on ahead and give me your thoughts here. Give this video a like, share, subscribe. Thank y'all for watching Soul Caps, y'all.